Hey there, this is Tinya. How are you? Listen, I'm coming to you today with a message and a bit of a lesson. I'm wondering how many of you have ever had situations where sometimes the same pattern keeps happening in your life, or you keep attracting the same thing over and over, or you wonder why your dreams aren't becoming reality, or your life isn't changing the way that you really want it to change. Well, I can totally relate to that because I lived in that space for a very long time. And finally, I started doing things different. So I thought I would come to you with some ideas of what I did. This particular video is to talk to you today about scripting. It's interesting that you hear this all the time. What you think about, you bring about. What you think about, you bring about. And a lot of times we work really hard to focus on what we want. Yet in our subconscious, we keep thinking about what we don't want. So guess what keeps showing up? What we don't want. So many years ago, I really learned about personal growth, and like in 2007, 2006. And there's so many books and so many things and videos and everything that you can participate in to learn more. And I encourage you to break open and take part in some of those things, watch some of those videos, read some of those books. It's not that you're going to take every word out of everything that you read or listen to, but something somewhere is going to tweak something in you so that things start shifting. So this was something that worked for me. I'll share with you the story about how I attracted the love of my life. And you can apply this to anything, whether you're in your dream relationship or you're happily single. Maybe you're looking for a new career. Maybe you're looking for more money. Maybe you would like to improve relationships with your family. Perhaps you don't like where you live and you want to live somewhere different, or maybe you're not loving your job. Whatever it is, you can apply these principles. So 2 years ago, actually it was more than that, 4 years ago, I learned about this whole thing called scripting. And basically what it is that it's like you're writing the story of your life as you want it to be in the present, as if it's happening now, okay? And when you read it, when you finish reading it, you want to be like, oh my God, like that was an amazing story. And that you get so stoked and excited about it that that's what you think about. So whenever you have a thought about something in your life that's not going that way, it's like, nope, because you remember your story, you remember your script. So you write the script as if it's happening now. And you write it as though it is a story of your life, of whatever piece of your life. So you can chunk it. You can talk about your health and fitness. You can talk about your relationships. You can talk about the dream relationship you're looking to attract. You can talk about your money, what you're looking to attract into your life. You can talk about how you're making a difference on the planet. You can talk about your career, your job, anything at all. You can talk about all of it. Or you can talk about one specific bit. So I'm going to show you these here. These are a few of the journals that I have written in over the years. I have many. I also have just pieces of paper that I've used as my scripts. And, of course, my trusty phone, where I have recorded myself saying my scripts many times. So a few years ago, I put this to the test because I dabbled, sort of half-assed in it, to be honest with you. And I still, luckily, I have a vision board right there I'm looking at. I've got a lot of things around me that are promoting and encouraging, bringing into my life what I would like. So a few years ago, probably about 4 years ago, I was very serious about attracting the love of my life. I'd had a lot of relationships that weren't the best. I had attracted a lot of the same things over and over that didn't serve me. Certainly didn't serve them because it wasn't what they were looking for either. However, I seemed to keep attracting the same thing. So I said, okay, I'm not dating for a few years. I'm going to get really serious about really calling in the one that I get to spend the rest of my life with. So I actually used the book called Calling in the One, and I'm afraid I don't have it with me here. I don't know who the author is. I can't recall. But I went through the exercises in the book. I got very serious about it. I bought a brand new journal that I wanted specifically for that book. I did the exercises every day, and I dug deep, ripped myself wide open about my relationships, my parents' relationship, all their relationships, all my different things in my past. And not to dwell on the past, guys, but just to get deep into it to say, okay, this happened, these things were attracted, this is what my environment was, this is what I grew up with, okay, this is what I was exposed to, okay, so there could be why I'm making the decisions that I'm making. So now I'm going to let that go. I've acknowledged it, I'm going to let that go, and I'm going to move into a clean slate of attracting different. Okay, so that's the purpose of it. So that's what I started with. I thought I need to strip the old to bring in the new. So I really did a lot of work on myself and kind of broke myself wide open. What I also did was I got very serious about what and who I was looking to attract. So I got myself this awesome journal that I love, okay? And what I did was I did basically a clearing, like an energy clearing. I actually saged my house to bring in, new energy, clear out old energy, bring in new. And I wrote in here, you're not going to be able to see what I wrote, but I wrote in here, I'm so hot, like, thank you is the beginning of what I wrote. Thank you for gifting me the love of my life, to share my life with, for this incredible man who is all that I have dreamt and prayed for and more. And he is just so lovely, so thoughtful and caring and sweet. And I just went into it. I just wrote this letter to God, to the universe, whoever you want to say, whoever you believe in or whatever you believe in, to give thanks for this incredible person and get specific. What do they look like? What do they sound like? How do they speak to you? What's your conversation like? Do you laugh together? What do you laugh about? What's the sense of humor like? Do you like cooking together? Do you exercise together? What type, does he have children? How does he treat his mother? Like everything. I wrote about everything. And every time I thought of something, I would add it and give thanks for this man having these, traits. And then here's the important piece. At the back of it, so again, whether it's a job you're looking to attract or whatever, you write about everything. The type of job you want, the hours you want, how are you contributing, what is it that you're loving about it, all of those things. At the back, you're going to write, who are you becoming? Who are you becoming to attract this into your life? So for me, I wanted someone who was fit and health conscious. If I wasn't taking care of myself, how could I ask for that? Right? If I wanted someone financially responsible, if I wasn't taking care of my financial house, how could I ask for that? So I wrote out, I am in the process of, I am working towards. So even if you're not feeling like you're there now, you guys, you can still write that you are working towards. All right? And write everything out. Who are you becoming to attract what it is into your life? Now, you're not just going to write about it, because what you're going to do with this, when you get very clear on your script, however you want to write it, start it with bullet points. Just say, I don't really know how I'm going to write this, but right now, what do I want? I want this career, or I want to earn this amount of money every month, this amount of money every year. I want to have this amount of money in savings. Just bullet point it. Then get into why you want it. The why you want it is more important than what you want. I'm going to say that again. The why you want it or want something in your life or someone is more important than the what. Okay? Because it's the feelings that we have when we achieve what we want is really what we're going after. It's the feelings that we're going to have as a result of achieving it. You get it? So get very clear. Take your time. You're not going to write this in 10 minutes. You can start with a paragraph. You can start with bullet points, however you want to do it, and then turn it into a script so that if I was to read your script, it would sound to me like a beautiful story, like a beautiful testament of something amazing that has come into your life. All right? You give thanks. You give thanks for it. You talk as if it's happening now. You say what it is that you want, not what you don't want. All right? And you give thanks for it throughout. And then at the end, at the back, wherever you want to write it, if it's just on paper, you have another piece of paper that says, who are you becoming to attract what it is that you want? What are you going to do with this? I would encourage you, record it in your phone if that's something that you would listen to on occasion. Have it written somewhere, in a book that you love, that you will read it morning and night. And focus on that morning and night, at least reading it once a day. to remind you that everything you're doing in your day is either leading you closer to that or further away. And whatever you're doing in your day that's taking you further away, pull yourself back. Remind yourself of your script, okay? Because you've already created the life you want. Now you're just making it happen, all right? I hope that's helpful for you. I encourage you to take the time to do this because it will completely transform your life on every level. Something else that I will add is that I want you to take a look around your environment. For me, when I was looking to attract the love of my life, I had 3 of everything in my world. 3 candles, 3 flowers, 3 books on a table, and that was me and my 2 sons. And I realized that I wasn't opening myself up to attract someone else into my life because I was putting a block up. So I took pictures of the kids out of my room. They were everywhere else, but not in my room. I bought a few sculptures of loving couples. I have one right up there. And I strategically placed them in the house. I did a little bit of reading on Feng Shui and Feng Shui'd my house, which made a huge difference. I would place 2 settings at the table every time I ate, and I would act as though this man was in my life. The last Christmas I spent on my own when my boys weren't around and I spent a lot of time on my own, I was like, it's okay because this is the last time. Because next year I'm going to be with the love of my life. And it truly happened. It happened. So it works. I'm telling you that it works. If you're looking to attract finances into your life, but you have things that are broken in your life, or you don't have your financial house in order, your bookkeeping is a mess, you got receipts everywhere, you don't take care of your bank account, like, you got to clean that stuff up. All right? Because if you really want to attract that, you got to make sure that everything in your environment is saying that you believe that you are wealthy. You believe that you're prosperous. You believe you're worthy and deserving. So show it, right? Awesome. Okay, I could keep going, but I hope that is really helpful for you. I just wanted to share a quick video on scripting. Please share this if you feel that someone in your life could benefit from this information. And I'm going to take this into a course. I would love to take it into a course to be able to teach you how to do this for different components of your life. So if that's something that's of interest to you, get back in touch with me so I can add you to the list and let you know more about that as that unfolds. All right? Big love to you, my friends. Make it an amazing day. And remember, keep yourself moving because something active every day makes you feel great. Bye for now.